YouTubers, it's Cynthia Michael from Screen Productions, bringing you a new podcast in my segment called the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this podcast will retain some adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will pertain to adult language. So I said this one more time. If you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will pertain to adult language. If you're over 18, then you should go to watch this audio podcast. So anyway, with this and everything else out the way, before I get into this episode, I got to say, seems like it turns out that the English sub has not aired on any websites yet. Only a couple in websites that show the latest episode too. Sentai only had the raw of this week's episode of listing Sentai such as Patranger. But I reached out to my friend, one of my pen pals, who gave me he told me what happened in the episode. So basically this idea was going off the base of my pen pal friend who lives in Japan, who told me what happened during this episode and what I've seen from the raw of this episode 25. So basically, this episode, I'm basing this review off the information that my pen pal friend from Japan told me what happened in this week's episode and what I've seen from the raw of this latest episode of Patranger versus Q-Ranger. So basically, just to let you guys know. So anyway, let's get into this review now. When the episode last left off, Wyman managed to took down the good Stark and managed to took down the Patranger Megazord and the Emperor X Megazord by using the power of his lifting item and growing monster size. So therefore, basically he was too powerful. Therefore, forced the Patranger and Ranger X out of their Megazord. So basically, had them forced to retreat. You had to force the Patrangers, the Lifting Rangers, and Ranger X to retreat for now. So anyway, the Patrangers, got a little scrapes and bruises, but they were fine. But long since climate has a ghost safe, and ghost safes cannot be hacked by any person's vehicle, it's like, there's no way how to defeat him long he has that method item in his ghost safe that can be hacked. So anyway, meanwhile, later that night at the bistro restaurant, we see Ranger X rushing in the room on top of the bistro restaurant. So basically, he walked up, and there was Pastor Davis listening ready, saying that you got bad. He woke up and still listening ready. He said that you got pretty hurt badly during the whole monster fight with Wyman and whatnot. So anyway, basically, So basically, Left and Red is like, Left and Red and Ranger X was having a heart-to-heart conversations, like, these are like, I know this is like, Ranger X, I know that you guys have, sort of, you guys have some type of deal with Mr. Cargo going on, but, even though, even though and you guys do have some beef, beef with a gangrene monster. So basically, blah blah blah. So basically, like yes, but honestly, that lineman, but honestly, but I know you guys have, I know you guys don't like the Patrangers that much, but as to the way he took us down, we need sooner or later we will have to work to the other Lupinrangers will have to work together with the Patrangers to take down the gang sooner or later. So basically, like Left and Red, it was like you're kind of right on that point. But anyway. Anyway, meanwhile, somewhere else, we see Lyman talking to Domingo once again. They try to get him to, like, tell him that, tell me that, you see how easily I beat the Lupinrangers, beat the crap out of the Patrangers and the Lupinrangers and the Megazord and Ranger X and whatnot. So basically, it's like, if we work together, so basically, line move is like if we work together, we could take down the Patrangers, the Lupinrangers, and Ranger X, and rule the gang together if we join forces. So basically, John Wicker was like, alright, again, let's join forces. So anyway. So anyway, the next day, Zarmigo and Lyman, working together, start to causing, chaos and mayhem throughout the city. So basically, the Patrangers were first on scene. So basically, so basically, the Patrangers were about to fight Lyman and Zarmigo, and that's when Zarmigo, decided to say, screw you, I'm out of here. So basically, while the Patrangers were muffing up and preparing to battle, Zarmigo took the opportunity to leave Lyman to deal with the Patrangers. So basically, Zarmigo was like, the Patrangers will do my work for me. So basically, Zarmigo is using the Lupinrangers and the Patrangers to do his dirty work for him by taking out the most powerful gangrene monsters. Therefore, making it more easier for him to become the next leader of the gangrene gang. So anyway, the Patrangers were fighting line, and they they tried to use they used the trigger the team biker to destroy Lyman, but when they did, the lizard item in his gold body safe, pulled himself back together again when he got pulled up by the Patrangers by using the trigger the team biker. They both lined up into pieces. But that's when the lizard item in his body is activated and pull himself back together, and then that's when Lyman went really fucking crazy on the Patranger. So basically, that's when Ranger X showed up, and he morphed up into his Lupinranger form and tried to use his use his own personal safecracker striker buckle to try to open Lyman's goal safe, but it didn't work. So basically, Lyman just knocked send Ranger X flying and forced him to team off. So basically, but turns out that Ranger X, used the data from trying to crack Lyman's go safe to figure out how to, was collecting data on Lyman's go safe. So basically, when the Lister Rangers showed up, it's like, he told the Lister Rangers that a firefighter, so basically one firefighter will not be enough to crack a go safe. So basically, you have to use two firefighters in order to crack a dangerous monster with a go safe. So basically, he said that one firefighter won't be enough to open a go safe, but by using two firefighters, you could open a dangerous monster who has a go safe. So basically, after getting that explanation from Ranger X, so basically, the Electric Rangers went to do battle with Lyman. So basically, while the Electric Rangers was battling. Was battering Lyman, Patranger was like, we need to help the Lister Rangers, steal that Lister item from Lyman, and Patranger Red and Patranger Green is like, well, why should we help them? Yes, and Patranger said, I know that the thieves, but they do help us from time to time, So basically, you rather that Lyman keep that Lister item in his body set, or you rather let the Lister Rangers take that dangerous Lister item from him. So basically, with that logic, the Patranger Rangers started to help the Lister Rangers work to, help the Lister Rangers along with Ranger X. So basically, the Patranger Rangers, the Lister Rangers, and Ranger X worked together and used two firefighters to open Lyman's go safe, and therefore take the Lister item out of Lyman's go safe body safe. So anyway, working together as a team. So basically, working together as a team, they managed to take the Lister item from Lyman's go body safe, and therefore took away Lyman's lifting item power. So anyway, basically Lyman was like, Lyman said, I don't need that Lister item to take you guys down. So basically, that's when Lyman. So unlike past game with monsters, Lyman had the power to make himself grow. So basically, he didn't need to help Goss's Lister item to make himself grow. So basically, Lyman can make himself grow. So basically, Lyman made himself grow, and that's when the good striker showed up and saying, that if we work together, if you combine your main firefighters and your main firefighters X-Train and Trinity together, we can form the good cool striker Kaiser Megazord. If we can form a powerful Negazord if we all work together. So basically, with no other choice. So basically, the Patrangers, the Lister Rangers, and the Ranger X summoned their main Zords and together and formed the good Kaiser versus X Megazord. So basically, So basically, each of the Rangers had their own. So basically, there were three separate cockpits. So basically, one cockpit had two Patrangers in it. The other cockpit had two Lifting Rangers in it, and the third cockpit had one dude had Path the Red and Lipton Red and Ranger X in the third cockpit. So basically working together as a team, and and with the help of the good striker, they managed to destroy Lyman and they managed to destroy Lyman with the power as working together as a team. So basically working together as a team with this new powerful Megazord, they managed to destroy Lyman once and for all. So basically, what the new powerful niggas are, they destroy Lyman and they were set. And like usual, the Ghost Striker, ditches him with the niggas and just fall off, and the Patranger, the Legend Rangers, and Ranger X, celebrated their victory over Lyman. So anyway, a few hours later, back at the Legend Rangers Beach for restaurant, the Legend Rangers was trying to kick Ranger X out of the restaurant. She was like, Ranger X, she said, like, I want to stay here with you guys at the restaurant. It's like, what the hell, you guys, it's like, let the books, like, what the hell you been staying at this whole time? Like, I kind of been, staying at different places. So basically, like, Richard said, fine, you can stay, fine, you can get the hell out. So basically, they tried to throw Ranger X out of the beach or restaurant / headquarters, but after they had enough of Ranger X kicking and screaming, they were like, oh fine, you could stay here. So basically, some of the episode ended with the Lifting Rangers letting Ranger X stay at their beach or restaurant / headquarters. So basically, this is how the episode ended. So anyway, basically, from the dub and for what my pen pal told me about this episode, it was a pretty good episode. So basically, once again, from the raw watching the raw of this episode, and what my friend told me about this episode was kind of okay. So basically, I will probably do I'll probably will update you about this episode. Probably will update you guys about this episode in the next episode of Patranger. The Lifting Ranger versus Patranger. But overall, from what my pen pal told me about this episode and from watching the raw of this episode, it was an okay episode. So anyway, this is Tim Michael, sign off. What do you guys think about this? Was it good or was it bad? Please, if you guys ever get the chance to watch this episode. So anyway, this is Tim Michael, sign off. 1.